In other news from America, President Trump's announced a doubling of US metal tariffs on Turkey. Turkey, of course, a key NATO ally.
I have just authorised a doubling of tariffs on steel and aluminium with respect to Turkey as their currency. The Turkish lira slides rapidly downward against our very strong dollar. Aluminium will now be 20% and steel 50%. Our relations with Turkey are not good at this time.
This comes amid a growing standoff between Turkey and the US. Then Washington's been angered by Ankar's refusal to release a jailed American pastor accused of involvement in that failed coup 2 years ago. The countries are also at loggerheads over Turkey's purchase of Russian missile defence systems, and there are also problems over conflicting strategies in the war against Islamic State in Syria and Iraq. The US tariffs sent the Turkish lira into free fall. Then President Erdogan's now urging citizens to defend their currency.
Change the euros, the dollars and the gold that you're keeping beneath your pillows into lira at our banks. This is a domestic and national struggle.
The Turkish lira has lost half of its value against the dollar since 2017. As you heard there, President Erdogan's urging savers to sell their US dollars. But Turkey analyst Hayat Cohen believes people are unlikely to heed that particular call.
Only in 2 weeks, the Turkish lira lost, experienced a devaluation that came to the level of 40% almost. So I don't know if many people, even if they really like the president, can survive this new trend. Many people are selling their Turkish liras in order to buy US dollars, in order to maximize their interests and to have profits. Of course, in the social media, we have also seen some propaganda videos, as President Erdogan said. Many people even burned their dollar banknotes. So we cannot talk about a uniformity voice from Turkey. If I'm not mistaken, the bank sector and the construction sector will be affected from this immediately. Many people may lose their jobs.
This feud between Washington and Ankara is starting to affect military ties within the NATO alliance. A group of Turkish lawyers now is seeking the arrest of several US soldiers stationed at an airbase in southern Turkey. The group accuses them of ties with Fethullah Gulen, the Turkish cleric living in the US, who Ankara considers to be a terrorist. But the US European Military Command has dismissed their accusations as absurd and inappropriate. We spoke to one of those lawyers involved.
We have filed a petition demanding the arrest of 12 members of the US military stationed at the NATO-run Incirlik Air Base in Turkey for ties to Fethullah Gulen's terrorist organization. We have serious evidence against them. Even more American officials may face charges as the investigation proceeds. The United States makes groundless allegations and imposes arbitrary sanctions on other countries while demanding that the rest of the world comply with them.
Now, if you're watching last hour, you may recall we took you live to Cape Canaveral to hopefully watch that NASA rocket launch. Well, just minutes to go, NASA delayed the launch of the historic mission to the sun. They said technical problems had stopped the Delta IV rocket from taking off there from Florida. NASA now plans to try again tomorrow to launch the Parker solar probe. It's going to be, if it works, the fastest object ever constructed by humankind, reaching more than 100,000 kilometers per hour. It's also going to have to withstand, of course, temperatures outside that spacecraft of nearly 1,400 degrees. The probe's mission will last for 7 years, and it'll orbit the sun, if all goes to plan, 24 times to try and get a handle on what's going on there. It will travel through the sun's atmosphere closer to the surface than any other spacecraft before. The first date is expected back in December, but as I say, delayed for today. Looks like it's been delayed for about 24 hours by the looks of it. We'll track that one tomorrow. For now, that's that. Coming up to 25 minutes past midday. Thanks for watching. My name's Kevin Owen. This is RT International.